Welcome to DIY with Gayle in the Ketchikan Public Library. Today we're going to make a zipper pouch. I've made several here, and this was my first one. They have another color on the inside. This is the one I messed up. The blue was supposed to be my inside. Look at my lovely outside was going to be flowers. Okay. Gorgeous, right? Wonderful for in your purse, for all those things that float around. I'm actually going to use some for my quilling equipment. So for today, I happen to have a 7-inch zipper. Now for this bag, you can make it whatever size you like, whatever size zipper you happen to have. I have tons of zippers, and so I can go whatever size I please. Today's going to be 7 inches. So what I've done is I'm cutting my fabric 7.5 by 6.5. 2 different pieces, one for the lining and one for the outside of it. When I lined my pattern up on my piece of material, this piece of material has a little peacock on it. And so I'm hoping to get the face or head of the peacock on the outside of my bag. This is just a simple, quick little bag. Okay, see my peacock? All right. So the very first thing we're going to do is take one piece of the outside of our bag and lay it up. Okay? So I want to be looking at the right side of the fabric. And then I take my zipper and I lay my zipper face down, meaning my pull, my little pull tab. Oh, this is a very tight zipper. There we go. All right. So my little pull tab is facing down. And remember, this is a 7-inch zipper, which means the zipper part is between my fingers and there's a little left over. And that's going to be the edge or our seam allowance, okay? So make sure you're looking at that so you can see where your zipper ends up. Now, that zipper is laying completely on it, okay? See the edge of my fabric here? Completely on it. Edge of fabric, edge of zipper. Right? Alrighty. And then I'm going to take my lining color and I'm going to place it face down. Okay? So that the wrong side is looking at me. And I'm going to line that right up on my zipper. Oops, wait a minute. I want you to open that zipper, you guys. Open that zipper. It just makes it a little easier, especially if you do not have a zipper foot. I do happen to have a zipper foot, but if you don't, this will make it easier for you to go by. Okay, so once we get it lined up, give it a little pin to hold it into place. You can also baste this first if you don't feel comfortable. And to baste it, you can use a sewing needle and thread or just put your stitch length on your sewing machine to a long stitch length and do it. But you must keep the zipper at the edge of the fabric. And then down to the end here, same thing. And then we're going to take a look at the zipper foot, which I have already placed on the sewing machine here. Now, you can see on the zipper foot, there are 2 little indentations. And the reason those are there is so the needle can go down in there. And we are going to put that right up, oops, wrong way, let's go this way. Our needle is going to run right along here, okay, next to our zipper. And that foot would be in the way. So we want to put it down and we're going to run that foot right along the edge, which will be right along the edge of our zipper. So if I needed, I could unscrew this little thing here on the back and move my foot to the other side and have it come down the other side. So there's a quickie on the zipper foot. All right, let's turn it this way and run that line. So just stay straight across. Do it nice and slow. You're going to feel right about here, I have my little bump, and I can stop it and zip that up now. So if you do not have your zipper foot, this is where it's a little tight getting past a regular foot, but it can be done. Okay, and then just put your foot back down and away we go. Keeping that zipper right up against that edge, you guys. Forget where the cuts are on each machine. When I use them, I use a different machine every once in a while. And all right, so that's what it looks like. It is now enclosed, and there it is, our zipper inside. Okay, at this point we're going to make a top stitch right here, so to hold that down. And that's going to be kind of right next to the edge too. We just want a nice little, looks like I got my string stuck there. We're just going to see if I can pull that out of the way. There we go. And just down the edge here to make a nice top stitch. Still got my thread in it. Your top stitching, just go slow and easy, okay? That way it turns out nice and straight. And you do not have to do this if you don't want to, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, and that's what it looks like. Okay. So that's our side one of our pouch. Now let's do side two. So again, the same thing. We take our outside material, place it face up, take our zipper, excuse me, face down. Again, remember, we want that face down. We're going to put it on there. And then we're going to take our lining, face down along the edge. See, we're doing exactly the same thing that we just did moments ago on the other side. We're going to do to this side. Get your zipper situated in there. We don't want it floating or getting missed or anything like that. Okay, and I'm going to head back over here to the sewing machine and run that sewing line down there. You can feel it through the fabric, so as you're sewing, just feel your zipper teeth. You want to get as close to those zipper teeth as you can. On my first one there, I didn't get as close as I could have, and that's okay too. Especially if this is your first zipper, just take your time. Okay, I did not move my zipper head here, and this would be a problem if this was a regular foot. But because I'm using my zipper foot, I am able to actually get by it, because I forgot to unzip it. So if you don't have a zipper foot, remember to unzip that zipper, okay? All right, you guys, now comes the fun part. One more top stitching down this one, okay? So we've got all pulled open. Now if you wanted to iron this with your iron, you go for it, but it's so small, finger pressing does just fine. So I'm going to put it back under here, do that quick little top stitch. All right, one more time. And I also had threads all over this side, so keep it tidy, you guys. Keep it tidy. There we go. Let's try that again. I did it again. I don't know what the deal is this morning. We're just going to go with it. There we go. Both our top stitching sides are now done. Top stitching done. Okay, now we're going to open that zipper. This is one hard zipper. It's going to take a couple of times. So I opened the zipper. I'm going to go ahead and take it over to the ironing board because it is kind of wrinkly and it'll only take a second. And ironing always makes everything so much easier to sew. I know I've said this before and I'll say it again. For sewing, this is your number one tool. Number one. Not your sewing machine. Number one. It makes everything better. All right, back to the table. All right, from here, what we do is we're going to take our two top pieces and fold them together, hold it up, and that brings all of this. It puts our lining sides face together and it puts our outer piece together. Okay, let's do that one more time so you can see that because it is confusing and I always have to stop to do it. So our fabric is laying out. We've got our zipper. We're going to unzip it a little bit. Okay, and if you have a stiff zipper like this, just do it a couple of times. It will actually flow better. You can see it's already flowing better. This is plastic, so it will just automatically get better as it goes here. If this was metal, you could put a little bit of beeswax or something on it to make it go a little better, but there we go. All right, one more time. So lay it out flat, just take these two pieces, pull it up, and that's all you're gonna do. That puts our right sides and our lining on it where it's supposed to go. Now you're gonna see, my zipper wants to stand up in the middle here, you guys, and that's okay. This is just a very simple little bag, and we're just gonna sew over that zipper. So we wanna make sure that our bags are lined up next to the zipper, and don't worry about the zipper part itself. Just make sure that your bag is nice and lined up, its edges. Okay. Same thing for this side because we're just going to make a one full swoop around, leaving a small opening because we are going to turn that right side out. I know you think you can do that with the zipper, but no, you can't. So down on the lining part, we are going to leave a small opening. Not too small because I need to get that zipper through, and you know I'm pretty good at leaving my holes a little bit on the small side. So this time I'm going to go bigger. Okay? Make sure I lined up all that stuff next to the zippers. Zipper. All right. Now you can change out your presser foot if you want. If you don't worry about it. The zipper foot will do just fine. I am going to start on this side of my opening, moving all of my strings to the back. There we go. Let's see, where am I? I need to be further over here. I don't want to start in the middle of my hole. Do a little back and forth for reinforcement there at the beginning. Needle down when you get to the corner and turn. All right, now we're coming up here to the zipper. Don't freak out, it's okay. Just go over it like it's not there. Nice and slow. There we go. You heard it? It made a little bit like, oh, this is a little tight for me. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it just flows over. Needle down to make that turn. Needle down to make the turn. Again, we're at that zipper. And you can just feel it and go. Pulling very gently. Yeah, barely even made a noise that time. Now, you would not be able to do a zipper this way if you were doing a dress or pair of pants or something. This would not look good, okay? I will show you on the edges and stuff. This is just for making the little pouch where your zipper is just to hold your stuff in there. It's not going to be worn in public, okay? Because there are little tabs you can put on zippers to make them look all fancy and pretty and all of that, and that is great, but we didn't need that. Now this is where it's important that we open that zipper. If I had not opened the zipper, I'd be fighting with it right now to get it open. So first off, clip those edges, all four corners, because that makes your corners lay nice when you get it turned out. All right, let's turn it right side out. And please remember, you have that little hole there that we just turned right side out, okay? And I am not going to hand sew that. You know I'm not. It's going to go right under my needle and be sewn closed here. Just a little, oops, almost knocked everything off there. Little stitch to close it up. This is on the inside of my bag, so it will not be seen. Excuse me, cutting the strings. All right, so then I finished pushing that inside the bag, making all of my little points, corners come out. Up here at the top, this is where we ran over the zipper. See how that turns out? It doesn't look horrible or anything. And you can see our top stitching on there. I think it looks pretty good. We'll go over here, we'll zip it up. And there it is, you guys. It can be a little makeup pouch, whatever you desire. And that gives you the idea how to do it. You can make these bags whatever size you like, just depending on your zipper. You can make zippers smaller by just stitching them several times and then being able to clip them. So have fun with zippers. This is going to be the first zipper we try. It is a simple, simple way to do the zipper. I will show you in later videos how to do them fancier. Have a wonderful day. It looks like we're going to have a sunny day, so library's open 10 to 6, Monday through Saturday. See you there.